Right, well, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Great to have you on board and good to see you again. Just a quick one today on So You Want to Be a Presenter. Right, one of the most annoying and frustrating things I keep seeing at the moment, and due to COVID, this has been happening more and more and more, is people who are going on Zoom and Teams and other sort of multi-connectivity type conference video calling, if you like. Oh my God. You know, first of all, the basics. Number one, have a look at your shot before you actually start recording anything, you know, because I've lost count the amount of people who, when you get on there, all you can see is their forehead. The other one is they're doing it from their laptops, and their laptop is obviously on a table looking up. So, you know, please, I don't like to look up people's nostrils, and it's not very flattering, right? And it's certainly not very appealing either. So, you know, that's another no-no. The ones who have then got the lighting completely wrong, they've sort of turned all the lights off in their lounge or in their room or whatever it is they're doing. So they've just got the glow of the screen of the laptop or the PC. Again, that's not a very flattering look. The audio. Some people's audio is so tinny it's absolutely ridiculous. You get the rag and bone man outside thinking you're looking for a free goldfish. So, you know, before you actually click or engage or whatever, have a look, you know, take some time and have a look at the different places and the different ways and situations in which you can stick your camera, whether it's a camera that's on a laptop or it's a freestanding camera or whatever, but have a look at some rough footage before you actually go online and see what you look like. And you might want to make some, you know, adjustments, whether it be a little bit of powder on your face or stick your laptop on a pile of books to bring it up to sort of eye level or whatever. But it's a good tip, you know, and it's well worth taking that little bit of time. And the other one is, well, I'm not going to describe it. I'm going to give you an example. I was on a Teams call the other day. And it was a very important Teams call because it was to do with finances, and particularly it was to do with the sort of redundancy packages and bits and pieces like that. And the two people that were taking it were obviously sort of senior managers. Oh my God, you couldn't have made a worse impression if you tried. You know, the old adage that I live by, where, you know, you only get one shot at making a first impression. So do make sure you make the best that you can. First of all, they sort of weren't very clear. Secondly, they hadn't sort of thought things through regarding the sort of setup of the camera, so the sort of visuals of it weren't very attractive. But the most annoying thing, I think, is one of them in particular had got his phone obviously switched on and was constantly, and I mean constantly, receiving and replying to text messages. And I think it came to the crunch really when it was dealing with quite a sensitive area about finances and how people were going to manage and this and the other. And then a text message was received, he looked down and then started laughing, you know, in plain sight of everyone who was watching. You know, some of these people are probably going through mental issues at the moment, wondering how they're going to survive, how they're going to cope, what they're going to do, where their next job's coming from, and so on and so forth. So I think to be laughed at in your face, whether it was, you know, due to the fact that it was a funny joke or a comment, it makes no difference. It's the fact that it wasn't the time, you know, to be laughing on screen when people are having to deal with some absolutely unbelievable, you know, times in their life. So be very mindful of what you're portraying, because I'm sure that wasn't the sort of image that they would want to be portraying. If you're going to be on your phone, you know, then don't do the Teams or the Zoom call. You know, do one thing or the other, because it just doesn't do anybody any justice. And if you're wanting to come across as caring and sincere, then you couldn't be further off the mark. So be very mindful of the image that you're portraying. Okay, a little bit of forethought goes a long way. Anyway, that's it. I'm sure there are lots of other things about Zoom and Teams and other bits and pieces. If you've got any comments that because of things that you've seen, because you've been sort of taking part in Zooms and Teams and what have you, do have a look at the comments below and pop something on there, and let's all have a bit of a giggle and laugh of some of the experience possibly that you've been through. Anyway, as I say, this is just a quick one. I'm hopefully now going to get back on the horse, if you like, and start doing more of these So You Want to Be a Presenter type things, and I've got lots of bits and pieces to start recording and then uploading. So thank you for staying with me. If you're a new subscriber, great to have you on board, and I hope that you find a lot of these things entertaining and useful, and yeah, look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.